And closing the eyes, feeling yourself supported and noticing the sensations of your breath, where you feel your breath in your body. Might be helpful to take a few breaths a little deeper than normal, breathing all the way in and exhaling completely. Really noticing where you feel the breath in the body. Now letting go of control of the breath and just allowing the body to breathe on its own, trusting the wisdom of the body to find its own natural rhythm with the breath. When you feel ready, opening up your awareness to include the breath in the whole body. Feeling your whole body sitting here, breathing. Don't let go of the breath, just include more, like we would open the lens of a camera to include a broader picture. You might also become aware of any flavors of emotions that are present or stories and thoughts that are running through your mind. Bringing ourselves back to feeling the breath in the whole body, sitting here and breathing. Perhaps this sense of space is enough for you, or maybe you can open the awareness even more to include the entire room with all of the space and objects in it. Still sensing yourself breathing within that space. Maybe you can try opening just a bit wider, like an immense blue sky, allowing everything to arise, to be here and change into something else. Noticing whatever is present for you in this moment and just observing it with ease. It's like sitting directly in the center of a giant meadow on a clear summer day, allowing your awareness to be as expansive and vast as the sky. If at any time the mind starts to get too busy, feel free to return to zooming in on the breath and then open out again bit by bit once the mind feels a bit more stable. Breathing in and breathing out, allowing awareness to be spacious and open, resting in this spaciousness. Where is your mind now? Noticing where your mind is without judgment, and gently coming back to your breath and the spacious awareness of this moment. Allowing everything to be just as it is. Just as clouds can appear in the enormous sky and linger for a while before drifting off, we can have thoughts or sensations that drift into our awareness and capture our attention just for a time. Each time this happens, gently returning to the awareness of the breath and resting in the spaciousness of awareness itself and letting be. Some thoughts and experiences come sweeping into our attention, like the dark, energetic clouds of a storm. They can seem to demand our attention. But just as the sky holds every cloud and every storm, it holds them with ease, and our spacious awareness can hold our experiences with ease. Resting in the spacious awareness of experience and allowing it to be just as it is. Breathing in and breathing out. Awareness is the spaciousness of the sky itself. Allowing yourself to be just as you are in this moment. This poem is Hokusai Says by Roger Keyes. Hokusai says, look carefully. He says, pay attention, notice. He says, keep looking, stay curious. He says, there is no end to seeing. He says, look forward to getting old. He says, keep changing. You just get more of who you really are. He says, get stuck, accept it, repeat. Repeat yourself as long as it is interesting. He says, keep doing what you love. He says, keep praying. He says, every one of us is a child. Every one of us is ancient. Every one of us has a body. He says, every one of us is frightened. He says, every one of us has to find a way to live with fear. He says, everything is alive. Shells, buildings, people, fish, mountains, trees. Wood is alive. Water is alive. Everything has its own life. Everything lives inside us. He says, live with the world inside you. He says, it doesn't matter if you draw or write books. It doesn't matter if you saw wood or catch fish. It doesn't matter if you sit at home and stare at the ants on your veranda or the shadows of the trees and grasses in your garden. It matters that you care. It matters that you feel. It matters that you notice. It matters that life lives through you. Contentment is life living through you. Joy is life living through you. Satisfaction and strength is life living through you. He says, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Love, feel. Let life take you by the hand. Let life live through you.